Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing Mixed Media Mayhem and Karine Gagnon, maybe? And this is the scraplift we're doing. And I'm also playing with my counterfeit kit challenge for March. And so I'm going to get started right away. I don't know why I didn't bring my picture up, but I'm going to use some texture paste through this stencil because looking at the scraplift, she's got lots of texture and dimension and stuff going on underneath. So she's got some texture paste, she's got some stamping, she's got some ink or paint, and so I'm just gonna get started right away. So I am almost out of this texture paint. Texture paste. I've had it for forever. But I did shake up my Nouveau Rose Gold Mist. I'm not going to use it yet. I decided I'd splatter after. And I hit this with a heat gun. I'm not going to make you watch all the heat gun stuff because that gets a little boring. This is the photo I'm going to use. And my apologies that I don't bring it up closer. But it is a few hours after my youngest was born. And her grandparents brought my oldest in to meet her, because my oldest was staying with her grandparents. And so that was a picture I snapped. My dad was holding my youngest and my oldest was enamored, and I got their hands all intertwined. It's super cute, precious. I love it. I'm going to use the packaging technique over top of this. So this is my Versamark, and I think it's called Pink Grapefruit. And so I'm going to use a bunch of different pinks on this background because why not? On the scraplift, she's got a lot of orange, but I'm not using orange. I don't use orange a lot anyway, so I'm just adding some more water to this, and then some more water, and then I'm going to just dump my block down. On this top side, there's that purple splotch from another layout. I'm just going to leave it there unless I need it, because I can just add water to my block and make that work for me in a little bit. So not a big deal. And I can use this side. So I was just pouncing off a little bit of the extra, and that spot wasn't quite dry, but it'll get covered. Not a big deal. And so that's where that one's going to go. My picture's going to go. I already put some foam on the back, and then you can see where I put my glue, but I don't want to glue it down yet, so I don't know what I was thinking. I'm using this pink taffy as well, and then I thought I'd use the pink taffy through this heart stencil, and so you can see a bit of it on the background when it's done, but it's pretty subtle, and that's what I wanted it to be anyway. And then there was a little bit of a harsh line there, so I just used my brush over top, or my sponge, my dauber, and then add some splatters. So I'm going to do some watered down splatters, I think. No, some more packaging. And then I'm going to pull out this other pink, and this is from, I think this one's called Pink Lemonade from Color Theory, which is Studio Calico and Ali Edwards have these ones. And so I'm just going to smush some of this lighter pink down so that there's a lot of different tones of pink on this now. And I really like it so far. Kind of looks like a hot mess, but nothing's on it yet, so it's all good. And then I pulled out these border strips that are old as the hills from Close to My Heart. And so I'm going to use this one in black because the scraplift has some black stamping at the top about here, and then on the side I'm going to put my foam underneath because there is some warping on my page already. There's one coming out the edge here, and I'm going to switch out my stamp for this wider one, and I've not used that one before, so I'm just going to rub it to get some of that processing stuff on, and that usually gets it to stamp better. I had a little bit harder time of it picking up the ink, but because it's mixed media, I'm not super concerned about it stamping perfectly. And then it really doesn't stamp perfectly over here, just because of my textured paste. But I will cover that spot up because why not? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So my photo is going to go there. I stamped the black across, like the horizontal block, because I know there's going to be a tag that goes there. And I pulled out a whole bunch of pink stuff. So I have almost all of my pink flowers that I have. I have anything pink that I thought might go. So I tried this twine first. I really fussed with it quite a bit, so I do skip ahead. I'm going to try it on my fingers. I'm going to just thread it around. And I don't like the way that looks, but I'm going to deal with it for a minute. That I'm not going to use. These daisies, maybe with the pink and the yellow. I cut off a little bit more of the stem base. They actually go on like a long stem for the flowers, and I just cut it off just a little bit more. I do have some in this one for pink ones, so I'm going to pull out the rest of the pink that I have in here. And this one's going to hide the stamping ickiness. And I'm just going to kind of play with this. It's not going to end up even close to how I plan it out, but yeah, to each their own. It's not a big deal. So this is the tag I'm thinking of using. I have a couple of pink bits that I'm just going to pop into, like that ticket and some more flowers. This one goes on right now and it's going to come off. This bird is not going to stay very long because I'm going to use the butterfly. It's got more pinks in it, even though those are all from the same ephemera. I've got this little piece of acetate that has some gold on it, so I am going to use it in 2 spots. I like that. I thought maybe of that piece and I don't like it. That one's not the right color. This half piece of a wreath is going to sneak up in there. I'm just kind of placing stuff down where I think it might go. And here, there, and everywhere. I thought maybe I'd try this black and gold and white striped. It's a sticker from like a memory keeper kind of happy planner. There we go. But I'm leaving it there for now because I'm thinking about adding some more dark black in places, but it's not going to stay. I pulled out these stitching rub-ons and they're gold and they're old as the hills. And I have that foam piece of paper or foam stamp pad thing that I use. It's just like dollar store foam. And man, did that make these go on like butter. I might try it for some of my other ones that have been hard to do. So that one, like literally butter. It's not underneath. It is underneath. I did do one little spot where the foam piece was not underneath and I moved it pretty quickly to be underneath because man, does it just literally made it go on like butter. So this little piece left, so I'm just going to do on this bottom corner. This is all that this bottom corner gets. I might add the date there eventually, but not right now and not on the final one. So I am going to commit to this one here. It does have like quite a bit of glitter on it too, so it adds some sparkle on that bottom. This acetate piece is going to go here, which brings the gold into another spot. Thought about that postcard instead of the black and white. Didn't like that. This one is going to go here. So I am committing to what I can commit to right now, and I'm going to play. And then I've decided I definitely don't like that part. I also pulled out some gold twine instead of the pink. So getting this wreath down. And now I'm going to start getting some of this stuff down. These flowers, the felt flowers, I have a video for. And these ones with the stem, I'm just going to put a foam square on either side of the stem so you can kind of see at the bottom of the screen. And then that makes that sit really flat and nice instead of kind of tipping. And it works, it gives dimension, and I'm happy with it. And so just squirting glue and putting stuff down. These ones I'm going to layer. I think it's the last 4 of those I have too. I don't think I have like a couple of die cut pieces and circle pieces in the pink left of flowers, but I think I don't have anything else that's dimensional left. So I was just looking at something else to put up in that corner. That lovely could have worked. That gold was too bright. This is in rose gold, and I'm going to sneak it in behind, and I really like that. It looks green on your screen, but it is rose gold. So get that butterfly down, and this flower is mostly cream, but it works. And then I want something to go on this side. On the scrap lift, I think she's got another tag. I don't want to put another tag, so layering up these 3 bits to give a little bit more dimension to this flower. And it's going to go not there to start with. Put dimension on that one. I decided to cut this in half so I can have this bright sparkly one in 3 different spots. And then the rose gold leaf, and just getting all the kinds of pink on there. There's a flare there on the scrap lift. She's got some metal pieces, so the flare is metal. And then I do get a tiny little metal flower that goes on there too. It's that little speck that's right there that I just moved, just so I don't lose it. So I'm gonna layer those 2 up. Trying to decide a he and ha about that flower underneath the picture. It is definitely going to go there, but get some of these down. And then I'm going to cut this 5-cent piece in half, and one of them's going to go here where you just see the numbers on the ticket, and the other one's going to go upside down, but up here. And you can't really tell it's upside down anyway, so I'm going to cut the green off of here because there's very little green on my layout and it just seemed a little stark. So I was going to hang out there for a minute. Thought about putting that metal piece in the tag hole. It's not going to stay there. Just trying out stuff here, there, and everywhere. So this layout did take me about an hour and a half to do altogether, and that's with me fussing around with the twine and all of the bits and pieces. So I like this little piece. I'm going to put it here for journaling, and I'm going to do a tiny bit of journaling on that one. And most of the stuff gets glue instead of tape because of all the background stuff. I want it to stick, and I don't want it to have things that are not on my page eventually. So that metal flower went down, this wood veneer heart went down. I'm playing with this circle piece in the flare, but it's going to go about there. I thought about these 2 banner pieces, but they're not going to go on. They match, they're from the same set as that butterfly, and just getting stuff glued. This is going to sneak out the back here, and I'm okay with that. And that pulls that pink all the way up to the top there, and re-glue down that felt one. And then this one I'm happy with down here now. Just took me a bit to think about, I guess. And then I'm going to try with the pink twine again. And I'm like, it's not, I need the gold. So I'm like, yep, the gold is better. That's when I decide I'm going to use the pink tag. And I am going to cut a bit of this out. So I try and wrap it around my tape roll, and it is too big. I thought it would be a good size, but when I pull it off, it's too big. I try and make it work. I try and stuff it underneath this corner to make it work. It's not going to work. Really was trying. Nope. So I am going to pull it up. I'm going to try around my hands again. I'm going to try around the flower tin. I'm going to try around a bunch of different things. Here I'm trying to shove it in that corner where it can be hidden. Still not, it's not working. So this is where I try around my hands, and I finally use this container and wrap it around here. And this works as a really good size. So I first try to tuck it underneath this one, but I actually think the other corner is going to work better. So I'm going to tuck it under this corner. These are going to hide that pretty good. And then I'm going to shove a whole bunch of glue underneath so it's not going anywhere. Fix the flower petals. And then I'm just going to do a dab on the photo underneath where those twines go to hold it in place. And that I like a whole bunch better. This flower I'm going to move up here. That gold one's going to come down just a little bit. It's pink and gold, and I like it there. Committing to my tag, in it goes. Committing to that flower being there. Looking at this in a couple different places. I found another foam one or felt one. This end came out, so I'm just going to tuck it back. I'm actually almost done. It was a longer video today, but there's lots going on here. So foam piece or felt piece. I don't know why I keep saying foam all of a sudden. Get the flare glued down. And then I pulled out some of my baby stuff. So this one says newborn baby girl, and it's like a pinkish purplish, but it works well enough for the tone, and that's going to be the title then. So just getting it situated. And then I can pull off 2 stickers from this just to fill out some of these spaces. So this one says miracle, and this one says baby, a gift from above, small and sweet. And so I thought I'd put it up on foam, but I'm not going to. It is going to go in there, and I'm like, nope. It's just going to sneak in. The flowers are going to come over top in a second. And I like how that nestles there. It fills up that spot, and I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going to put some enamel dots around, and then I'm going to do, I have some circle sticker bits, and I'm going to do those around too. And then we'll do some splatters. So here's those, I don't know, cardboard sticker. They're not really cardboard. They're like paper stickers. They're matte paper stickers. So I'm doing all of the light ones. One more enamel dot. My journaling is going to go on, and it's just going to say, Sweet Sisters, Evie, a few hours old. Because that's all it really needs. I thought about putting the date there. I'm still heeing and hawing about that one. That's okay. Covering up my photo because I don't want black splatters on here, and I don't want, I'm going to use rose gold in a second too, but I don't want them on my photo, so wipe that off. And then here's the rose gold. And these ones I am being purposeful to get some of the bigger ones. And that is the layout done today. I think it is so sweet. It's probably one of my favorites from lately. I didn't put anything in that take hole, but in the photos you'll see that I did add some gold twine to it as well. And here's some close-ups. There's that twine. Oh, so cute. And there it is all together. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked my video, I would love a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you here. There's some other videos right here. Have yourself a great day.